Hey guys, it's Comic Uno, and before I start my review, I just want to say the reason my web camera is not the best is because my HD web camera stopped working, so I have to use my other web camera, which is not as great quality, but I want to get my video reviews out and my topic videos out, so I'm just using a little less quality of a web camera. But let's start the review for Wolverine and the X-Men issue 5, so let's see what's going on with this issue. Let's talk about the cover first. I didn't love the art for the cover just because I'm not big on the art for this series, but it's not horrible as it used to be. I really didn't like the art from before, but I really do love the story, so definitely still great series. But and also still like the cover just because the concept is really good. This does happen in the issue. Kitty Pryde is pregnant, but not with a baby. She's pregnant with aliens who are trying to attack her. So I say the cover is so-so because the concept is really great, but the art is it's okay. But let's see what happened in the issue, though, and see if I like that. In this issue, we get to see that, in the beginning, we get to see Angel is not the head of his company anymore, because everyone's saying he doesn't have a brain, he's not mentally in a state which he could be a head of his corporation. So the board of directors says, you can't be the head anymore. So Angel has no idea what's going on still, and he says, okay, whatever. And Wolverine says, alright, I have to get some money. Because Bobby says, we need money. And Angel was the only way we could get money in his corporation. So now we really need some money. And Wolverine said, alright, I'm going to get some. And he brings, what's his name? Choir with him. Who's one of the bad students who's always trying to get himself in trouble. So Wolverine brings him for the ride. So now we have a lockdown in the X-Men school in the Jean Grey Institute because Kitty Pryde is pregnant with not a baby but with aliens and is destroying her, and they have to figure out a way how could they save Kitty. And pretty much that happens throughout the whole issue. They're trying to figure out how to save her, and this kid, one of the students, tries to save her, and we don't know what happened yet. We don't know if it did save her, if he destroyed the aliens, if it made it worse. And I'm excited to see what happens next because that's how the issue ends. And a lot of good story, I have to say. Good characters. They're using all the characters, which I'm surprised because there's so many characters. And a lot with team books, especially with Marvel, I recognize, is that they don't use all their characters. And with this series, they are really great at using all their characters. And yes, maybe, let's say Edie is one of the students. Maybe she's not used in one of the issues. Maybe she's just like one of those back story people. But maybe in the next issue, she'll be a big part of it. And let's go with Beast. In one issue, he's not that big, but in the next issue, he might be a big part of the issue. So I like that they could juggle their characters really well. And with this issue, we got to see a lot of Kitty Pryde. Wolverine, probably see a little. Wolverine, we didn't get to see that much in this issue, which is kind of surprising because it's his series. But Wolverine will probably see a little bit more of the next issue. We got to see a lot of Beast, a lot of Kitty, and that's pretty much it. I would say a lot of Kitty and a lot of Beast in this issue. But like I said, with each issue, we get to see a lot of different characters and get to see a lot of characters shine. And even when they're not a main focus in the issue, we do get to see characters shine, which I really like about this series. And I just liked how they really juggled everybody in this issue. And I liked how they really do have the reality of this in this series. Because they're talking about money, really, in a lot of different series, especially with the Avengers Mansion always blowing up or being destroyed and stuff. They never really worry about money because they have Tony Stark. They have all these people that can get them money. But with this, they're really struggling with money, and I like to see that, oh, we don't have enough money to have this school. And they have all these problems. They're having it destroyed pretty much every week. It's just very expensive for them, and is it worth it, and all those things. So I really like that money is a problem, and they're going to have to try to work with that. And still having a great story arc with different characters and a good adventure. Just see what happens with Kitty Pryde and see what happens there. And this issue, we don't see a conclusion of any story, but we do see a lot of seeds planted for the next issue to see what happens. And I can't wait to see this story continued because it really was a good issue. And again, just like that, we get to see every character. And I love a lot of these characters in this series. I'm not a big fan of Angel, but Angel, he has a pretty interesting story here. Iceman, I like Kitty Pryde, Wolverine, Beast I'm okay with. A lot of students that are new, we're learning a lot about them. And also, an alien in this issue, Bro, he's a new character for this. We get to see that maybe these aliens are part of his family, part of his species, and he's actually might be a big part of the next issue. And that's what I like seeing, is just seeing that maybe a small character that we see might be a big part of the issue in the next issue, a big part of the story for the next issue. And Bro seems like he's gonna be a big part of the next issue, and I can't wait to see what happens. And maybe we'll see a little bit more of his character and learn a little bit more about his character, and maybe he'll be our new favorite character. And I can't wait to see the next issue and see what happens. I'll give this a 4.5, just because I'm not a big fan of the art. They have very small faces, I would say. It's just I don't love the art. Iceman, he doesn't look that great in this series, but definitely an improvement from the last art for the series, but still not the best. Hopefully it improves even more throughout issues. But at least with this art, like as you're reading it, you don't notice as the art is as bad, because in the last art, whoever was the artist for the last portion of the series, from the beginning of the series, whoever's the artist for that, I recognized it throughout the whole issues. Like, this art is really bad. This art is really bad. But with this, like, as you're reading it and as you're reading the whole story, you don't really recognize it as the art is that bad. But when you're beginning to read this issue, you're like, oh, I don't really like the art, you know? So it's not as noticeable as the last art, but still it's not that great. So, but it doesn't affect the story as much as the last art. But hopefully the art gets a little bit better. But again, this series is really great. One of my favorite X-Men series, and really the only one I'm picking up, because it's really the only one I think is worth the money. And definitely because a lot of my favorite characters are in this, so I had to pick it up. And I'm glad that the series is really great and the story is really great. And can't wait to learn more about the new characters and see what's going on with them and just learn more about them. So definitely pick this issue up. Great issue. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. In the description below, there'll be a link for that. I'll just have comic book news, reviews I'll be doing, topic videos I'll be doing. And also don't forget to follow my other channel, The Rant Situations. In the description below, there'll be a link for that also. I'll just have news about those videos. And I give this 4.5. I say pick it up. And if you're not reading this series, pick up the series because it is pretty good. So this is Comic Uno. Hope you enjoy. See you guys.